Hey everybody, Arthur here with another mail haul video. And yeah, we're here live on a Sunday. On a Sunday. Hopefully I'm coming through loud and clear as I see my little microphone thing. Maybe I need to bring it in closer. I don't know. What up, Trevor? What up? I'm totally not really as prepared as I was expecting to be. So I realized my lighting isn't really the way I want it to be, but I don't care. Whatever. Been doing a lot of adjusting and getting stuff organized in this room. So this whole floor, I can't show you because I have a bet going on. Um, but yeah, fun stuff. And how has everything been going with you, Trevor? Any cool pickups for yourself? Oh, look at Judd coming in here with the waves. What up, Judd? What is up? Am I coming through too loud? Clear enough? Do I need to get closer? Do I need to nuzzle against my microphone? Just waiting for some more people to pop in. I got a decent pile of stuff, just stuff that's accumulated. Jeff said clear enough. Clear enough. Jeff, we need to play some games, man. Need to. Been playing. I got some Forza Horizon 5, Halo Infinite multiplayer, new Battlefield, even though people been dogging on it. Did I track down all the movie turtles? Yes, sir. I have all the movie turtles right now. The only thing I didn't pick up, which it's a little bit ridiculous, because I was gonna stop at the Turtle, Splinter, Basic Shredder, Casey Jones, and I think I was gonna keep it there. And then I got a Super Shredder when I didn't really want to, but then I was like, damn, the Super Shredder looks really good. And then I realized that I missed the biggest one. Like, since I already got Super Shredder, I've already got the two Masters of whatever, the Master Shadow Masters or whatever 2-pack. I should have got Tokum Razar when that was going on. So that's sort of one I'm kicking myself in the butt for, because I've been pretty much up to date on a lot of the movie turtles for NECA. Jeff, you need to I got to make sure you're still on my friends list. As horrible of a friend this sounds like, so text me your gamer tag. I couldn't remember what it is. So make sure you hit me up with that. See, I didn't want Hey April because of her knees, and then now there's that Casey and April 2-pack, and I'm like, they're fixing the knees. And plus, I mean, it's another Casey Jones, it's like, yeah, it's they have a way of bringing you back in. So I guess we could start with some smaller stuff. I need to get this light, actually, because I'm gonna need it. So I'm gonna be holding stuff up. My light right now is, like, you can see, it's coming down straight ahead. I don't need have anything coming towards me. So therefore, if I show you guys stuff, it's gonna look like doo-doo. The hell does this go to? Yep, that's what I needed. And I did see, my lighting for my review area, I use these lamps. Pretty awesome. They got built-in USBs, but I stopped being a scrub and I picked up a USB 3.0 extender or hub. So now I can stop being such a scrub and actually be able to have everything, because I'm going to end up using multiple webcams now. Since I got the new one, I still have the old one. I could put the old one down towards a, like, review area, so I could be talk about figures with you guys and, like, show them to you as I review them and talk about them. So I just got to get that hub hooked up. Let's get some light going on. See, that's super bright. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. It looks so much better. All right. I don't care. I got what I needed. I'm out. Taking a tip from Judson. Judd man is a very, very stern and very strict man. But he's such a great dude. Um, Always looking out for people, always willing to go that extra mile for friends and fellow collectors. And that's one of the reasons I have him as a moderator, because I mean he's a really good dude and has that self-control. He kept me from going down the Hasbro Fortnite path multiple times. And we also motivate each other because he's getting his collecting room in order, and I said, hey, I'm getting mine in order. You should get yours in order. So we've been sort of like playing off each other and motivating each other. Plus I have a bet going on with another friend of mine, and he's really confident he's gonna win this bet, but he won't. He won't. And what's up, Kelby? I'm doing good. It's a Sunday, just a good old Sunday. And I'm like, hey, I got stuff that I haven't really reviewed, and might as well show off some of the pickups and recent stuff that I got, and just have a chit chat with you guys. Figure, why not? So I'm knocking stuff over. Yeah, Trevor, it's very good motivation. It really, really is. Especially when you can easily, with me doing reviews and collecting stuff myself, it's like I gotta also I could just shred it all open and then put it where it needs to be, but I like reviewing stuff. And sometimes I try, even though I could group stuff together, like I could have done all the movie Turtles all together, but I'd rather do individual videos because not everybody's gonna want to sit through or skip around and try to find it. It's like, hey, just sort of like a catalog, you know, even though everybody nowadays wants to review figures and stuff like that. But I try to be thorough, try to be clear, and show everybody what they're getting for their dollar. Nice. Well, I appreciate that. All right, so we got some people in here, not a crazy amount, so we'll start with a small package. This one I sort of opened. There's a Facebook group that a fellow collector who is he's cool as shit. He's just a he's a shit starter. He's an asshole. Grant Ratliff introduced me to the Facebook group for Mythic Legions. It's the Cabal, and I was like, I've heard of them, never really sought them out. And he was like, here's the link to the group. You should join, because there's not like it's cool to be sometimes part of a group that's a strictly one type of collecting, and they do some crazy customization. Like if you're familiar with like Warhammer, even D&D miniatures now, like everybody's hand painting all those little things and making them look badass. These guys take Mythic Legion figures and then kit bash them and customize and make some amazing pieces. So I was cool to join that group. Got in there. First day I went in, once I got accepted, I went in and there's somebody who was doing a live, and I jumped into the live, and it was before Legion's Con. So they're like, anybody that can't go to Legion's Con, we're gonna be doing some giveaway stuff. And I ended up winning an item, which I'll be showing. Plus, one of the members, Walter Hagen, he actually said, hey, hit me up, give me your address. I'm gonna send you a little welcome package. So this is the welcome package from Walter. Which this is pretty cool. Don't want to show addresses and stuff. We got ourselves a face mask of the Cabal. So they got actual like masks made with their Cabal logo, and it says the Cabal. It's snug on my fat head, so I got to really stretch it out, but pretty badass. So he sent me that and some other things. Stickers. We got Nikki Nicole custom sticker. Got ourselves like a little frog thing. Wolf King Customs. And I'm assuming these are all people that do like custom parts for like Mythic Legions, like heads and armor and stuff like that. And then the official Cabal sticker. So it's actually like the Four Horsemen have sort of made it like the official Facebook group of Mythic Legions. It's like it's pretty cool. And then he threw in like a little Wolf King Customs pin. Pins are always good. I've made a conscious decision not to join the Cabal. I don't have enough willpower for that. but they don't push anything. They just, you got to have a willpower to not want to get into Mythic Legions or Cosmic Legions. Um, the last wave, the Poxis wave that's out for pre-order, they're all amazing. I mean, they got like a dragon dude, they got a bunch of wizards and sorcerers. They even have an orc like shaman, and I went into each one of them, and I was looking for a reason to buy them because they look amazing. I was tempted to get them, but what I'm trying to really do with my Mythic Legions is I'm only an Aether faction. So, and I'm limiting, like, I don't collect the dwarves of it or the orcs, but I'm like, maybe I should because it's an orc shaman. But come to find out, the shaman's not even part of Aether's faction. So, none of the Poxis wave fits with what I collect. Granted, I could slap a orc shaman in there, but it's really just preference. And even though I'm like, I could just make up my own story, I'm trying to keep it accurate to how the Four Horsemen have it. So I'm content for right now. I'm in for the boxes and the horse and the dragon dude, the big demon guy, and the evil wizards, drawing the line there. Yeah, like I almost got Poxus because I was like having Poxus on his steed next to like Aether and all that stuff, but because they're like in a sense, like the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. But I think their factions are against each other, if I'm not mistaken. So it's like having Aether next to Poxus is like having two kings next to each other that hate each other, probably. So what else can I dive into? I got some more stuff. All right. So this is two things. So this came from Eric LeBron of the Cabal. This is what I won. Don't want to show off again addresses and stuff. I was sort of stoked that I won this. And I guess there's still more. There's a bunch I saw being signed at Legion Con too. It is a trade paperback of the first Mythic Legions comic. And you can see there's a signature here. I think there's one down here somewhere. And then there's one right here. So it's signed by 3 of the 4 horsemen. And this thing is like mint. And the artwork is pretty freaking cool. So super crispy and clean, and I'll probably skim through it, give it a read, and then probably throw it in the trash. No, I'm not gonna throw it in the trash. I'm just probably gonna put it in a frame or something and hope to get that last signature. But that's some cool stuff that they do on that group. And they gave away a couple of those. And they know how to mail the books so they don't get messed up. So came in like a nice cardboard type of thingamajig. Yeah, it is. I have all the Ilithia vamps on pre-order. The vamps are sick. Like if I didn't go the Aether faction because the goblins definitely drew me in there. The vampires are sick. That's a sick faction. Yeah, Legion Con, it's not too far from me. I was sort of like, I mean, it's far, Maryland to Jersey. I mean, it's a couple hours, but I should have went. Could have got the Sir Gerard exclusive, which that's going to be opening up, I guess, early this year or sometime in the beginning of the year, for the people that didn't get to go. And I'm hoping the air, if you guys have watched the live with the 4 horsemen, it looks like factory air. They put the skull head in with the figure. So if you didn't go to Legion's Con, you're still going to get the same figure with the alternate head. You're just not going to have the boxed version. You'll have it in the blister version. So I'm pretty stoked about that. And that's one I can get because he falls in with the same like stinkor goblin type of dude that's like a guild of like assassins that are for hire. So that group I can actually pick out of and have them with my Aether faction without having any issues. Judd put it in his box. I do have a box going for Judd, sort of like a birthday plus a figure that I sold him that I just haven't sent him yet. So meaning to get his stuff up there and just sort of adding stuff to it. It's usually what I do when somebody's like, "Hey, I either give them a figure, or if I'm selling figures and they purchase one, I'm just like, okay, I'll get it to you when I can." And then life happens, and then I'm like, wow, I'm a horrible person, but I just add extra little bonuses and goodies to it. Another item. This is and see, this shows how old like some of this stuff is. This is definitely going to be framed because it's signed. This was picked up by Laser Pants at the New York Comic Con and was autographed by the artist of this issue. We got ourselves G.I. Joe comic. It's in this plastic. You can see the little red autograph down there, signed by Alex Sanchez, because he did this whole cover, and the cover's sick. Wraps around. I'm hoping he still has the original, and somehow I'll be able to get it off of him because I'm such a G.I. Joe slut. It's ridiculous. I don't know. I love G.I. Joes. And with the classified line that came out, as much as I was anti 6-inch Joes, it's sort of given me a direction with my collection. So I'm pretty stoked about that. Yeah, I got to get it in Mylar stat. I ordered off of eBay my first graded comic, which I think I overpaid. I pretty much know I overpaid, but it's still something that's going to go with the Toxic Avenger up there. Number one issue, I think it's like graded 9.0 of Marvel's Toxic Avenger. So the first issue, and it's all looks nice. So I'm like, yeah, 9.0, that's good enough. And I picked it up because it's a cool cover if you haven't seen it. And I'm a big Toxic Avenger, Toxic Crusader fan. All that trauma stuff is corny and goofy as it can be. It's just right up my alley. What else do we got? Gotta move some stuff because this is old stuff. Stacks of GI Joes on GI Joes. But one thing I did get from Pulse, not my Timber and Snake Eyes, unfortunately, but I did get a hold of Barbecue. So finally, a brightly colored Joe that sort of offset the greens, but very badass. I'm glad that they shipped. I know a lot of people already have them, reviewed them, and whatnot. But me trying to be the first one to review stuff, I'm over that game. I'm not going to be overspending. Like I like for the Alley Vipers and the Bats, I had an opportunity to get them for basically $50 a piece and pay like 20 something dollars shipping because it's international. I just can't see paying $120 for two $23 figures. I couldn't do it. I wanted to. I mean, it was tough. But when you can invest that into other figures or multiple figures, you just like, hey, I'm just gonna wait it out. They're gonna open it up the big bad toy store and everybody else, and I'll order the 5 of each that I want. Let's see. I'll send you some links to what you need for that comic. Okay. I only have 2 slabs, but they display well. Not trying to go too far down that road. Yeah, I've seen some people get heavy with the slabs. I mean, you gotta. Some people are like have it like in like a closet where they don't get direct sunlight and all this crazy stuff. And I'm like, come on. Like I got a couple signatures. I got like a drawing from Kevin Eastman on one of his like the blank cover comics. He drew like a Ninja Turtle, signed it, and I got one of the old '80s Casey Jones appearance type of comics signed by him. And I know I should probably try to get it graded or whatnot, but I'm like, you know what? I just put it in one of those like comic picture frames. It looks pretty good. So I got those 2 framed. I got some other stuff signed. Because when I got to meet Kevin Eastman, I was just like fucking it was ridiculous. Um it it's just like one of those things where it's like, man, I played with GI Joes, but I also played with Ninja Turtles just as much as GI Joes. And so just like meeting the creator, and it's just like the dude was super super humble, and that's the cool thing about him. Like he's just cool. He's just chit chatting, and let's see what else do we got. Hmm. Hmm. Should I open a box or should I just grab something I already purchased? I'll let you guys decide because I got some stuff I haven't even opened yet. Some stuff I half opened, and there's stuff that just didn't have boxes because I already took them out of the box, or they came in like a bubble mailer that I just didn't want to keep around. Open a box, Judd said. All right. So let's see. Okay. So this one comes all the way from California. Got to have my trusty knife. It's always important to have a trusty knife, but this thing's again dull as shit. So cut away from your body. Don't cut back or anything like that. Always have good knife etiquette. But yeah, this comes all the way from California from a good friend and great online company. I talk about them in every video I possibly can. And this is from Toyco. Andrew Yen ended up sending me one of my pre-orders. And I'm just going to show you guys because I mean, I can't say it enough. If you're into like imports, it's definitely the way to go price-wise. I Toyco box, Judd. Yes. Look at how well that man ships product. The box was indented, so it's a nice box of goodiness. Get it out of here. Bubble wrap that I can reuse. I have like a pile of bubble wrap. I start folding up. I'm like, I have so much bubble wrap. Get that out of here. And then not only do you get it's all bubble wrap, but he keeps the tissue paper on it too. So I get the fun. Oh, I just showed you guys. I just ruined the surprise. Well, we got ourselves Berserk Guts Band of Hawk. This figure is a reissue, repaint of Figma. Figma, if you're not familiar, is very SH figure artsy. Maybe a little bit smaller, but pretty decent stuff, articulation wise and stuff. And it looks like he might have a plastic cape. I hope it's not a plastic cape. Please don't be a plastic cape. But either way, it might be. But for this figure, the Black Swordsman guts, the Berserk Armor guts, and my Griffith figure, all of them are going to get custom soft goods. I'm reaching out to Rebel 10 Customs. I've sort of been poking them with the stick and saying, hey, I need to get some capes for my figures because the manufacturer makes ones that look like crap. And so I'm going to have to get the figures out, put rulers up and all that stuff so they can actually tailor capes and cloaks and all that stuff, the proper stuff to look good. I know there's a YouTuber out there, Daredevil 19. I know that him or his wife or somebody, they have like their own business and they do some wired soft good stuff. But to me, like they look good, but Rebel 10, I feel like hides the stitching a little bit better. But I don't own any of the Daredevil 19 stuff, so I can't really dog about it. Did I get Deluxe Volume 9? I don't know. I'm all the way basically with the I should be up to date on the deluxes. I'd have to check my Amazon list if ones came out that I might have slipped on, but I'm pretty much up to date on the deluxes, and I'm all the way to issue 40 with the smaller mangas. So I've been looking and trying to find ways to get a hold of the magazine that was in Japan when he passed. And also, was it Young Animal 18? I think was trying to find one of those complete with all the goodies, and then also was looking for the Berserk exhibition book, but people are really milking it. They had an exhibition in Tokyo with a bunch of artwork, a bunch of stuff that you could buy, like prints of his work and just amazing stuff. But they're just really milking his death. And the rumor is they're going to release that uh, exhibition book in the US as well. So I'm trying to like make sure I don't overpay, but I might have to pay a good chunk for that Young Animals 18, I do believe. Volume 9 just came out on Tuesday, has one of the best arcs in my opinion. Okay, cool. All right, so you have Daredevil 19. He does good work. Good. Because I mean he posted one up and I was like, I don't know. And but no, that's good. I never interacted with or talked with anybody that picked up any of his stuff. So that's good to know. And his prices are really reasonable. But yeah, I did not get 9 then. It should be on order or should be coming in the mail. Maybe. I don't know. I order all my stuff from Amazon when it comes to those because the prices are I can get them from less than cover cost, which is nice. Batfleck cape on my Mafex Justice League bats. I love his capes. Got in on his first batch a while back. You should give his stuff a shot. Yeah, for sure. Because I definitely have other figures that could definitely use soft goods. I mean, honestly, looking at a lot of figures, I'm like, I need to just start getting rid of plastic capes in general. And it's also one of those weighing things of like, do you want to get a soft goods cape to replace a plastic cape, soft good cape costing almost equal, sometimes a little bit more than the figure itself. And it's sometimes that balancing game. But like if it's a really nice looking figure and you could definitely enhance it. See, I've had oh wait, I'm reloading. I'm still right. Oh, that was I'm reloading. I totally blended it with okay. Let me see. All right, yeah. So Amazon delivers day of release. Never had a hardcover come damaged either. Yeah, I gotta check then. I might have some stuff downstairs for me. I've had hardcovers for the older, like the IDW Turtles, and I did have a Saga come damaged, but the Berserk ones seem to they arrive pretty mint. Knocking on wood, so I don't jinx it. So that's cool. So there's 2 people. So I'm sorry, I'm reloading. I totally saw Trevor saying that he had them, and then I blended it in with his conversation. But so 2 people are saying that they got his stuff and it's good. All right, cool. Daredevil 19. Gonna have to make a purchase. All right, we got another box here. This one from good old Pulse. Yeah, I definitely need to sharpen this knife. Can't even cut through cardboard tape or paper tape or whatever the heck they use. Holy crap. I mean, that's Hasbro packaging to its finest. I mean, and we got adding to my Mandalorian collections, Koska Reeves or Koska or however you want to pronounce it. Looks pretty good too. Again, another figure that everybody has gotten. Hasbro Pulse is just last on everything. It bugs me. It bugs me because I mean, I don't like Target pre-orders because they keep like dinging and returning and dinging and returning. It's like if you're going to charge me for a pre-order, charge me for the pre-order. If you're gonna wait until you get the item to charge me, then do it that way. Don't do this dinging and stuff. It's like it's annoying. We got B Rivera. What's up, man? Y'all gonna grab that Mezco drop tomorrow? Um, I don't own any Gomez, and I'm not about to start now. Yeah, it's a pretty crazy path to follow. Eh, I'm probably going to. I told many people that Double O Gomez was gonna be my last one, and then they did the advent calendar, and I'm like, it's a skeleton with a gold tooth, gold chain in a onesie with a liquor bottle, plus other stuff. So I was like, you know what? That's gonna be my last one. And now they're showing a Gomez with a Christmas sweater and stuff. It really depends. If it comes with a bunch of stuff or like a Santa outfit, I honestly would have preferred a maybe a fatter built like Gomez in a Santa outfit. That would have been cool. But it just really depends on how much news coming with it. Because a Christmas sweater is sort of like, Trevor, you just backtracked. You backtracked. And that vapor, I mean, I already have the original, so the other vapor, I was like, again, I made that decision of like it's not enough new for me at least. I love the shirt though. The shirt's really cool. And then the advent calendar, it's just so hard to say no. Now, hopefully you use the coupon code if you had like the cog, the decipher cog, because it got you free shipping, and I think it saved you like 20 bucks off the figure and stuff. So that was pretty cool. I'm actually getting use out of those cogs and decoders and stuff. And Judd, yeah, I know you told me that I wasn't done. Let me live in my false reality of saying, "Hey, I'm done with Mezco. I'm gonna, they're it's just really it's I mean, they're pricey. I mean, they keep doing it like where, like example, the Double O Gomez. I mean, that one was like a special high rollers box or whatever the heck that was. So they amped up the price on that one. The advent calendar was amped up because it's technically one of those boxes. Granted, the discount that they gave us was balanced it out in a sense. Then this new one, it's like I'm hoping it's just a generic like 80, $90 Gomez. I mean, that's really I'm just tired of these almost $200 figures. I mean, when you're looking at it, you're looking at like $200 is, a good chunk towards like a hot toy or something like that. But I still love them. I still love the Gomez's. I like the Rumble Society. I might cut maybe not cut out Gomez's, but maybe cut down or out of the Rumble Society maybe, because I know I haven't been up to date on those because the Mosquatches I didn't really care for that much. Like there's some stuff that was dropped that I was just like, meh. And then that second Hazard Squad Gomez, the Mosquatch Gomez, when I got that one, I was just sort of like, huh, new cartoony head sculpt, but still just not enough new. And I think that's what triggered me not to get Vapor because after I got that Gomez, I was just like, man, not really feeling the same heart that I did when I got it originally. January be 2 years for 89 Batman. They take a long time. My last Mezco should have been delivered on Friday, then yesterday got shipped from yeah, man. So Ryan Laser Pants, if you guys are familiar with Infinity Equation or Laser Pants in general, good friend of mine, fellow collector, Plastic Cannibals member, and part of Infinity Equation, the 3POA podcast. He's like involved with so much stuff. And I told him, I was like, hey man, why don't we do like a dual unboxing and review? So I don't know if he has it. It's been 10 hours. He messaged me. He had the high roller box because he lives in Washington. It's in hand. He's had it for 10 hours, more now. And it's like that. He's resisting to open it because he wants to do the live stuff because he thought it'd be pretty cool. Because me and Judd, whenever Judd gets his stuff in order in his little area, we're gonna do a live with the Kickstarter spawn that everybody's already reviewed and showed off. So just trying to have some fun stuff with like reviews and sort of showing off stuff. Just just having fun with it because I'm not really wanting to be that like we got to schedule every Wednesday. We're doing this. I like the randomness, and that's probably why when I go live, I get a handful of people, not like crazy numbers, but I don't schedule it. It's just random out of nowhere. Hey, I'm going to be going live. If you're able to make it, make it. My last Mezco, yeah. So Judd talking about his Mezco's last comment. All right, so some more stuff that I picked up. So I went and saw Ghostbusters Afterlife. Went to AMC by my home. Me and the missus had a little date morning, I guess, because we went early to go see it. Got there, was really looking forward to those popcorn buckets, and they were sold out. They sold out the day before. And then AMC's like, there's such a high demand. We're going to put them up on our website for you to order. And I'm like, you know what? All right, I'm going to get one. And the wife was like, go ahead. I'm sorry you didn't get it when we went and saw the movie. That's the type of support you should have from your significant other in this type of hobby. So I was like, okay, she gave me the green light. And I went on the website and jumped in line, and I was waiting for like 45 minutes, 30 minutes or something like that. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? Like this is countdown. I'm waiting. And come to find out, not only did they put them up, but they're like, the first 80 are going to be signed by Dan Aykroyd. And I'm like, you guys are crazy. People already wanted these things and people are already scalping them on online. And you're going to have the first 80 be signed by Dan Aykroyd. Why couldn't you just have that as like a surprise to the people that actually ordered it versus we're going to announce it and just bog down our website even more. So finally I get to the Ecto one. I'm like, all right. And I'm like, sold out. I'm like, what the hell? I waited 45 minutes because the time kept fluctuating. It was like getting lower and lower. And then all of a sudden it went up and up and then it went down and back up. I'm like, their timing was awful. So after I finally got through again, it allowed you to do back order because they realized they were selling like hotcakes. So like, let's do a back order for January. And I'm like, with the shipping and everything, I'm like, I can't justify paying like 45 or $50 for a popcorn bucket with lights. It looked cool, but it was the breaking point. I was like, if I would have got in there and got it, I would have been cool, but they gave me enough time to think about it. That was their problem. And I knew I wasn't the 80 people, but instead of me going through and getting that, I got something else that I didn't have and I wanted. So I got the re-release Hasbro Ecto 1 from the real Ghostbusters. Doesn't have working lights, but I think I'll have a lot more fun with this versus, having a popcorn bucket that can't do shit with. So I at least have figures to go with this. Wait, what do we got? It's been sitting in Illinois since yesterday. I hate FedEx. FedEx has been absolutely the worst this year. I had Sentinel sitting in a warehouse 10 minutes from me and for almost a month. They lost my spawn. They lost my Kickstarter spawn originally. And they even said that they lost it. And then they still denied my claim. And they're like, no, it was returned to the sender. I'm like, that makes no sense. You guys flat out told me you lost it. They denied my claim, but somehow I guess McFarlane shipped out the figure. So it's like FedEx is trash, especially if you guys have seen, like, I don't know what state it was, but they found like 400 packages in like a ravine. So somebody working for FedEx has been dumping a bunch of packages in this ravine, and people spend a good amount of time gathering up all these packages that were just thrown in this ravine. Um, and I did think that a ravine had water in it for some stupid reason. I just assumed it would have like a river or something, but yeah, it was just like they showed a picture and it was just like woods with trees and stuff and bunch of packages and stuff. They had a plush items from AMC. I don't even know what that. I don't know. I know AMC had a bunch of like they had some shirts and stuff. I didn't. It sort of just rubbed me the wrong way. A company that just can't. Maybe they're not ready for the collectors and scalpers like that. But you got to know what you're doing when you're saying the first 80 people. I mean, crazy stuff. All right. So what else do I got? Some stuff that I have opened. Here's some here. Oh, Judd, I did. I'm sorry, man. I didn't listen to you at all. I did buy Fortnite. I'm sorry. I did buy some Fortnite stuff. So the Fortnite stuff that I picked up, there's 2 items, Judd. Just 2. Don't hate me too bad. But I was gonna only do 1, but I'm like, I need 2. And I got the Fortnite little arcade machines. They're supposed to come with like this one obviously come with the weird suction cup, sniper rifle, grenade. This one's coming with like some water and a couple guns. Don't really care about that stuff too much. I just really got it so my figures can be playing some video games. And let's see if I have a. Here's Donnie right here. Let's see. Donnie scales pretty well. Let's try somebody else. Let's try roided out biker. Punisher. I'm trying to line up his feet to the bottom. He's a little bit tall, but I mean, still, I mean, like I don't recall. I think as a kid, as I got older, I think you did sort of like hunch over a little bit as you played arcade machines, if I'm not mistaken. So this is these would be cool. I mean, interesting to see what they're gonna how good the weapons are inside of them. Breaking Judd's heart. You get a pass on those accessories don't count. Okay, okay. Wait, they lost a Mezco mine in their system. I called the complaint and it magically showed up at my house the next day, over 3 weeks late with no updates. Yeah, I mean, it's mail is ridiculous. Like, what happened to Amazon and drones? Like, Amazon should just take it over or invest money into your postal services. And yeah, I mean, they look like they'll work pretty well. Where else? I mean, we're down to like 5 things left. And I know I've already showed a bunch. We have been chatting for like 40 something minutes. Um, you guys having a good Sunday? Anybody watching the game? Any games? All right, this is an older pickup as well. If so, Judd, we already have a way to work around. Like, you could always like PayPal me the money. I could use my Amazon Prime and ship it to you, like I ordered those 2. Therefore, you're not really buying it. It's like you donated money to me that I just bought and sent them to you. So therefore, you're not going directly to Hasbro. What? That'd be awesome. That'd be a cool job. I mean, probably crazy because you gotta make sure nobody steals the drones, but I mean, just flying like, hey, what do you do for a living? I work for Amazon. I control the drones that deliver packages to people's homes. But what's weird though is like, doesn't Amazon have it where you can give them the access to your garage door or something? You can open up your garage door and place packages and stuff. That's weird. Oh, it pays like crap. I mean, one friend of mine told me that his friend, so it's like a friend of a friend, works and does like something. He's like oversees the warehouse, but he does like he says like a 2 mile walk to get to a bathroom. That's how big like the warehouse is, which is crazy. All right, so this one I'm pretty excited for. I should have reviewed it already, but I've been hesitating because I need to do a step that I got to figure out how I'm going to do the step, or if I'm just going to film it in the spot that I'm going to put it into. But everybody already has been reviewing this and going crazy for it. We got the Zartan with the little spinny wheel, exclusive. Very cool idea for a package. I mean, it's cool. The only thing I don't like is they taped this. I did like you can see one of the pieces of tape that I got peel off, but they taped it instead of using like a Velcro or a magnet. But I mean, you open this bad boy up, that's awesome. And another Zartan, but you know, I'm going to use both Zartans. I have 2 shelves of Cobra right now. So I can have Zartan with my one scene, if you guys recall it. I have the Matrix Chateau scene where it's the staircase going down, and I have Storm Shadow sort of as escorting like Destro and Cobra Commander down this staircase with like miscellaneous red ninjas. Baroness is down there, Major Blood, and then I have the original Zartan, which I will shift down to my Dictator shelf, where I'm going to have the Regal Cobra Commander like doing his little speech or whatever behind a podium. and I'm going to put the fancy one, which this one I classify as fancy. I mean, it's all like brighter, silverier armor. I'm going to put him up in the chateau scene. So I'm pretty stoked to have that. And the issue again is I just got to figure out, am I just going to put the figure in the freezer and record a clip in the freezer, or how long do I have to put him in the freezer, take him out to do the color change shit? He sold out while in my cart. Yeah, I was trying to use the app, and I think I stopped using the app and I jumped to the website. It's it's just weird. Oh, look at that. We got Koch Create up in here. What's up, man? Yeah, I have all those GI Joe stuff pre-ordered through Pulse. Everybody will be getting all their stuff way before me, but at least it guarantees that I'm gonna get one. Except I have the three of those Cobra officers. No, we got infantry trooper. Yeah, it is officers. I have three of the Cobra officers to go on my dictator shelf again. I guess that's what do you classify? What do you classify that? Like you have somebody behind a podium and just like commanding and like speaking. And isn't that more of like a dictator? Like, yeah, I don't know. At least that's what I would classify it as, I guess. I don't know. I might be wrong. Apologize if I'm miss describing something. But yeah, I pretty much have like a set of three, set of three, set of three. So I have like your three infantry with a trooper in front, three infantry trooper, three infantry trooper. So basically a row of three, and then to put an officer each in front of each of them. Because I was originally trying to do 4 1-in-1 and classifying that as a squad, but I saw somebody doing them in sets of three, and I'm like, you know what? I just need to do math, and I could have divided them nice and evenly. And I was panicking. I only had 9, and you know, I gave one of my Cobra Island troopers to a friend of mine. So I originally was going to have 4. Cobra definitely a dictator. Okay, okay. Watching football, thinking about taking a nap. See, people were watching are watching the Ravens, at least here in Maryland. Hey man, I support from my hometown. I'm originally from Michigan. I root for the Lions all the time, and they don't really get anywhere. And then they lost their best quarterback they possibly could have because they weren't trying to build up that offensive line. So we lost that, and who knows what's going to happen now? Besides being sad. All right, so that was that. Um, So I got a eBay score and 3 Toyco items. So I'm gonna go and knock out some of the Toyco stuff because again, I'm a Toyco whore. Like when I'm telling you guys to check it out, I'm investing as well. Um, yep, let's go this route. Got ourselves Storm Collectibles, Mortal Kombat Kung Lao. Figure looks awesome. One of my friends, 206 Toys, Brandon Backlund, he ended up figuring a way to, I guess his all that hats have like a weird like warpness to them, but he figured a way to smooth it out and it looks great. The figure overall looks good. It's the grinning teeth. They have issues with their teeth expressing faces, like facial expressions. Um, which is weird because Motaro didn't have really issues and he was very expressive in his face. But for like Kung Lao and the maskless Sub-Zero, like they just look awful. Like this looks a little bit better, at least than the Sub-Zero, but still cool that we got a Kung Lao. And they did reveal that Liu Kang they actually updated from the original proto that they showed off, which is awesome because the proto was super scrawny and all that stuff. But the new one looks really good. So I'm knocking stuff down. I saw Marcus Phoenix for Storm Collectibles. Yeah, man. The Gears of War figures are nice by Storm. And again, it's just like you're gonna have your figures are gonna squeak. That's just what Storm Collectibles do. Like some people put the shock oil on them and stuff like that. I don't mind the squeaking because I'm not gonna be like, hey, let me record sound as I'm doing figure photography or whatever. You know, you're gonna pose it up and they hold their poses. Um, yeah, Trevor. I mean, that new Sub Zero, like reptiles dropping. People have been getting reptile. So I'm sure Andrew's gonna be hitting me up and be like, hey, reptiles in. And I'll be like, oh, okay. PayPal, yeah, like that's but that's sort of how Andrew works with Toyco. Like if you ever pre-order from him, you just basically say, I want one, please, one, please, one, please. And then he orders, that's how I guess he orders them from Bluefin. And then when they come in, or he'll have a heads up, hey guys, this is coming in this week. Let's get these paid. Some people pay right away, some people wait until they actually get in hand. And then once you pay, he ships. Unfortunately, there's a lot of dirt bags out there that will pre-order a bunch of stuff and then they just don't pay them or try to even work with them. Uh, which I do not condone that type of action. But if you do that to him, you'll never be able to buy from Toyco, and you're gonna pretty much burn your reputation within the community. So, yeah, Andrew's been really reasonable with a lot of people, understanding with the situations and stuff. You just got to message them directly if you a pre-order hits and you're like, oh wait, I don't know what to do. Like it's just you just don't be a dirtbag about it. But that new Sub Zero is awesome. I can't wait. A lot of people are getting a little like, all right. So first off, I'm going to say so. A lot of people are trying to say like the new Sub Zero and then that previous New York Comic Con Scorpion are like Mortal Kombat 11 or this and that. Like straight up, they're Mortal Kombat 2. They're just Mortal Kombat 2 and 3 is where they're landing with a lot of these newer ninjas. The first ones had the mask to do ones or twos, but technically, as they progressed them, they turned those, and technically, the first set of ninjas are Mortal Kombat 1, in my opinion. See, I got it. I'm already planning to do 3 shelves of a DTOF, one for Mortal Kombat 1, Mortal Kombat 2, and Mortal Kombat 3. But that's if they're gonna do that. I don't even know if they're gonna do multiple Liu Kangs or, or multiple Johnny Cages or how they're gonna do that. I just know they're really, really keen on doing multiple ninjas. You got the variant Kung Lao. Haven't opened them yet. Yeah, man, I was so so they squeak like an old door. That is true. That is true. Um, yeah, I wanted to get the variant. I'm not into the bloody variants. Um, and the tan pants didn't bother me, but the fact that I was just like, all right, I don't really have any bloodies. They're all cleans. Let me stick with the original. But I'm like, fuck, I get a rabbit. I get a rabbit. Meanwhile, all they had to do was just like add that extra accessory. Like I'm tired of like Big Bad Toy Store and certain things having a one-off accessory. Like I guess it makes it more exclusive, but it's sort of I don't know, it's shitty to your customers. Like if I don't want to have two Kung Laos. I just don't. So it's like make like a accessory pack, like where you have like all the different ones. Like, hey, you want to, it's times past. They probably expired their exclusive contract, so release them as like a accessory add-on kit. NECA did it with the movie Turtles. They did like an accessory kit. Storm Collectibles should do the same thing. Johnny Cage would be dope if they do it right and they don't give him some stupid facial expression. I'm really concerned about that. You just got him for the different effect piece. Yeah, I mean that's that's the crazy thing. Like it's bothersome because like what Sector came with the flamethrower piece, which would have been cool for everybody. And Cyrax had the weird spinny head piece, which I didn't really care too much about that. But like a flame effect, I mean, who doesn't want a flame effect? Just on his hat and wrist. Okay, so that means you could technically pop the wrist and hands off, switch it with the clean version, and switch the hat and keep. Okay, so I guess that makes a little bit more sense. If they did it so minimal, that means that you could pretty much mix the parts from the original over to the exclusive, and therefore have a clean version of the alternate tan pants. Dude, Cabal would be sick. Cabal, we need a Kano. I think they're scared of the women characters because they teased Katana a long time ago. They even teased that giant like dragon, which I don't need them getting into animalities. I think animalities are stupid as shit. I don't need them to get into. Now, if they get into babyalities, like they already got into the friendship with the rabbit, but let's do a little combo pack of some bunch of Mortal Kombat babies. That's at least that I could be like, all right, animalities is sort of dumb, but at least babies they're meant to be dumb. Trevor, I wish I could like show you guys the pre-orders, like all the Mortal Kombat. I'm all in on Mortal Kombat. Kintaro, I have a bet going on. I have it pre-ordered from Toyco, but I have a bet going on with a friend of mine that if my floor is not clear and I have a backlog of reviews, which I got a backlog of reviews saved stored up, um, that they're basically we bet Kintaros. I told them that at the end of November, this floor will be clear to where you could lay down. There's not going to be packages and stuff or boxes of figures and stuff. I'm going to have a lot of reviews done, and I basically am winning a free Kintaro. But if I didn't do it, I was gonna pay for his Kintaro. So I'm we'll see. We'll see if he tries to weasel out of it and try to be like, well, nope, we never agreed to this or that. But even if I win, I probably would take the higher road and just be like, dude, I appreciate you motivating me because you are a friend. And honestly, let's just pay for our own and call it good. It was a fun little motivator. On top of, he didn't realize Judd was already motivating me too. So I had two motivators to get my room in order. Wait, they tease damn street sharks. Where the hell are those? Man, after those last street shark drops that were not to me like street sharks, I don't I don't know. A lot of stuff that Storm shows during conventions and stuff, like if they're protos, they'll usually have the sign saying pending licensing or something like that. Oh, Trevor, I'm good. I'm good, Trevor. Like that's why my camera. I had it originally where it was. I was cutting off this section, so you couldn't see my ceiling. I was leveling it down, but it brought the camera too low, and I don't want to give away anything. So right now, it just looks normal. So send me some figs. I'll record reviews for you. Just the satisfactory of beating that psychopathic inbox collect. Dude, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm good. I got it. It's in the bag. Yeah, man, that I wasn't even gonna go down that Axel Stone Streets of Rage route until I saw the crap load of accessories they came with. I was like, a broken bottle? That sold me. The broken bottle, the one accessory amongst the plethora of accessories. He came with the full intact bottle and then the broken one, and I'm like, done. And the figure's badass. It's a very cool figure. But I don't really need more Streets of Rage 4 characters, even though that seems like the license they have. I just want more of the original characters. And maybe, just maybe out of random, we'll get the kangaroo. Don't know who would want it, but I mean, it'd sort of be cool. It would have been cool if they got final fight access and we got ourselves like a Hagger and a Cody. Because I mean, they have Street Fighter license, and Cody is technically Streets of not Streets of Rage, but Final Fight and Street Fighter. So dude, I got the digital copy on my Xbox. No hate towards the PlayStation fans. Both consoles great. I take the vote with my friends and say, hey, who's getting what? And we usually go with the Xbox. It's just the controller to me is I'm comfortable with. Because I mean, I can't hate on PlayStation or anything because originally my one of my consoles was a PlayStation 1. So Sony does some good work. But the Streets of Rage 4 game is fantastic. It is super clean. I love all of it. I love the gameplay. I love the animations, the artwork, the soundtrack. Like it just they nailed the Streets of Rage 4 and really, really was obviously fans of the originals when they made that game. Someone needs to do a double dragon line. Somebody did do a double dragon line. They made the double dragon figures from that cartoon series. Remember they had like the little dragon that was in their chest and you could light it up or something. And they wore like weird little alternate color, like one would be in the blue, one would be in the red, but then they wore the opposite color for their dragon mask. And then they had like the weird shadow master dude they fought that looked like a guy wearing like a spandex cat outfit. But let's go into, we got some more. We got two big ones and a small. Yeah, but good figures, Judd. I mean, with Double Dragon, I mean, it'd be tough to be honest, because there really hasn't been a remake of the game. They did it back on the 360. They made like a side scrolling 3D beat 'em up Streets of keep wanting to say Streets of Rage Double Dragon, which wasn't bad. It just wasn't Double Dragon. They need to do something like the Streets of Rage guys did. And then they could base the figures off of that. Or else we're gonna get weird like 8-bit blobby guys. All right. So this is another Toyco purchase. And I think there's something missing in my, I hope not. It might be. We're gonna open this one. I'm not gonna take it completely out, but I got myself Himura Kenshin, the Batosai. This is a Damn Toys figure. Pretty basic style box. But we're gonna open this because I hear loose stuff, and as you guys can see, right where the knife tip is, right there, it's empty. And I hope it's just floating loose, or else I'm gonna be upset. I mean, not Andrew's fault, because I mean he's not the one who's packaging up the figures into the. But let's take a look. I'm just sort of, and this thing's all loose and flopped around. Got the proper hair. Cool little wooden stand here that has like some stuff that goes in there. What the? Okay, so some of this stuff came loose in shipping. That's what happened. But yeah, it comes with like a tray with some loose stuff on top. But then what also, I feel like something's missing here. I think it's the other hairpiece. Yeah, that's sort of a bummer. Gonna take a quick picture. And then I got to hit up my plastic dealer, and be like, yo, I think I'm missing a piece. So besides that, this figure, forget it. I'm gonna take it out of package. Some of you guys, are you guys any familiar with Damn Toys? Look at this, guys. I'm not even doing a full review, and I'm already opening this stuff just for you guys. I don't know if you guys are Samurai X or Rurouni Kenshin fans. See, why would you do? See, they put all these accessories, tons in there, and they put the snaps that keeps it together in the middle. So if I pop this open, it's gonna want to just, it's all this stuff's gonna just be tossed around. What the? Yep. See, this is what you guys don't get to see me do when I do my reviews. Try to make it all nice and clean. Look at all the stuff that just sort of like got shifted around. And I know this is supposed to be like a mail haul, just showing off some of the stuff that I picked up, but I'm opening a figure. So he does come with a bunch of different like portraits and stuff like that you can swap in and out. And he comes with really sweet ass swords, all vacuum formed or chromed out or whatever. You actually get 2 of those. You get like a sheath and all that stuff. But main thing I wanted to get out with the struggles being real with these guys. What is that game that was out as a kid that you would play and you put the pieces and you had to put them in there before the timer and then it would all like pop up? That's what I felt like that was. Storm Collectibles Mad Max figures. They're doing Fist of the North Star, so that's actually sort of Mad Maxy in a little bit. Trevor got the connect with some Double Dragon. Double Dragon from the live action movie? Ugh, I mean, it was definitely Double Dragon 1 and 2 all the way. So, when you guys are looking at what's damn toys, like and I'm pretty sure they're damn toys. I'm pretty positive this is damn toys. I apologize if I'm saying the wrong stuff. Yeah, well, we'll just say that. We'll just say either way, they all come in this type of box. Like the blue one I got last time that should have been this one came in this same style package, um, with some new stuff. But take a look at this guy. Like he is straight up like crazy articulation, soft goods. I mean, it's pretty much a like Mezco and SH Figure Arts like had a baby. And he had the soft goods feel really nice. They're very soft. Like for being soft goods, they're really, really soft. And you just get them all posed up. And I mean, it's a nice, like bigger version of like a figure arts figure in a sense. So if you guys aren't familiar with them, I mean, now you guys know. And if you haven't seen my other reviews, I did review the purplish pink one and or magenta, and then the other one that should have been this one. And really what made the difference, the scar on the face. If you guys aren't familiar, he gets a scar on his face when he's the Batosai, and he only has one. But then at the end of Samurai X, or at the beginning of Rurouni Kenshin, however you want to classify it, he gets a second cut that makes the X on his face. So pretty cool figures. I like them. Very expressive, very good for figure photography. I wish when I was reviewing them, I was doing figure photography, like trying to dabble with them. Cox Create has been pushing me and trying to get me to do more things with the figures. My other ones are in this DTOF right down there. You can actually see the purple one right there. I need to bust them out because they're very expressive. Like I have the one in the purple with his hands up with like the happy, like I'm innocent type of face. The Batosai one though has got to be straight up. I'm going to cut you up type of pose that I got to get him in. But very, very cool figure. Perfection is the game that I'm thinking of. The Fist of the North Star. I like the Fist of the North Star anime movie. Then the series was meh. It was all right, but I mean, it was definitely an iconic anime. Perfection. I can how am yeah, I'll never remember Perfection. But yeah, that game was crazy. All right, so we got 2 big ones left. This is the top, my sort of the icing or the cherry on top of my grail item that I got from Toyco. And we got ourselves Medicom, BM Toys, Shitaro Kaneda from Akira. Oh, see, now this is how you do it. It's magnetic. You can feel the magnet release. It says Akira. Got the figure showing off, and then the bike at the bottom, which I did a review on. So very stoked to be reviewing this. And then I got to shift him over with the bike, plus put Tetsuo over with them. So I think I'm gonna have the bike, Kaneda, and Tetsuo on a shelf, and then keep my smaller Akira stuff from McFarlane and stuff like that on a different shelf. Man, 7 people. Still consistently 7 people. Thank you guys for sticking through this. 6 people now because I mentioned 7. All right. And then this is an eBay score. This is an item that I've been eyeballing and wanting. I just never pulled the trigger because it was expensive. They put a bunch of stuff in here. So we got like that stuff. It's a G.I. Joe Winterfest 2, January 15th in Hilton Garden Inn, Louisville Airport. This is in Kentucky. Anybody in Kentucky, there's like some G.I. Joe thing going on. Kentucky. So that's sort of cool. Don't know if I'm going to be going to Kentucky, but I do know some collectors in Kentucky. For the greatest selection of all scales of action figures, check out our website, gijoelite.com. So again, I mean, I guess you're legit if you're printing out some glossy postcardy things that nobody really gives a shit about. Let's be real. Like, I mean, when you guys get stuff in boxes, do you guys really give a crap about the cards that are put in there? I mean, there's one company that I actually do give a crap about. Mezco. I love the Mezits. I love the sticker, the Gomez like Mezco logo sticker that we get. Other than that, I give a shit about any of those postcards and stuff. Man, what is it with packing peanuts? I mean, I'm glad. I mean, it's a box. They came with the original shipper, but this is going to get all over. I should have kept a box over here to put these in, to be honest. Ugh. And this one we might have to open out of the shipper because I got to make sure it's complete and not some bull. Static electricity. All right. I can't throw this box. I'm just digging, seeing if there's anything in the bottom. Nope. All right. I can't throw this one or else all this stuff is going to get all over. All right. So I guess they had some sort of number at the top up there. But we got this. I don't know if you guys know what that is. Anybody know? I'll let you guys take a guess. Take a guess. Guess. What was that? If you take a guess, like that's an awful accent of whatever that was. Come on. Somebody's got to guess what this is, or at least the company. Here, I'll hide the little bark. I don't even know if that says anything at the bottom. It does say at the bottom, so I'll cover this. Anybody? Going once. Going twice. Nope, nobody even took a shot. Not even a shot. All right. So he said it was the shipper sealed, which, it's peeled up a little bit. No, No, Judd, I thought you got it right there for a second, but you were definitely fucking wrong. It's not 3-0. Even though I will have another 3-0 coming, this is not 3-0. Close. You're close. You're super close. This piece usually retails right now. I want to say it's like 260, something like that. Something like a 2 something. And this person had it on eBay, either marked it to get it out of there or just didn't really realize that they re-released this. So this might be the original first release, but they reissued these or found stock. So you can get one right off Big Bad Toy Store. And this is the second one that I needed. First one I got, again, I think off of eBay. There's a third figure that I'm going to end up probably getting from Toyco, because he has a couple sort of sitting there. And I keep telling him, like, hey, just give me a good deal on it. Come on, wink, wink. And, it doesn't really happen. But okay. There's the cardboard. And then we got ourselves the nice tissue paper when you got yourselves these stuffs. You got the stuffs. What the hell was that? Oh, they actually put a cardboard piece in the top and the bottom. All right. Wait, let me see if I can. All right, let's try this again. Let's take a guess. Giving you. Anybody getting it yet? For some reason, I like opening the saran wrap, the tissue paper on this stuff. Ow, what the hell was that? Damn you, I know it, but can't remember. And you call me a stoner? Man. All right. We got ourselves the 1,000 Toys 1/6 scale beta exclusive Storm Shadow. This goes with the snake eyes that I have. And of course, I'm opening this all the way because I know it was sealed. Still, I just like to be sure. Oh, yeah. Boom. This is 1,000 Toys. Anybody is not familiar with 1,000 Toys, they're known for their synthetic humans. They do amazing work on their figures. Some of the best, most realistic articulation that you could possibly get. Now, maybe not so much like this thing will still have amazing articulation, but if you guys haven't, take a look at their synthetic humans because they're freaking phenomenal. They have toe bends. They can pose like a normal human. Like it's mind blowing once you have one in hand. They make them in the 1/6 scale. They make them in the 1/12 scale, and the articulation's phenomenal. I had one. I reviewed one, and like you can get it hunched over, perched up on the front tippy toes, like amazing articulation. And their faces can come off, revealing like a cybernetic skull, and they have eyes in there that are just creepy as hell. And then you got a tool that you can move them where you can have the eyes looking in different directions and stuff. Just some wild stuff. And it is a sick item. Yeah, you know what? I can always put him back for the review. Let's just take him out of his coffin. So he's got hands. He's got a bunch of arrows that just like, look at that, individual arrows, and I think they're metal. I think they're metal. We got some more stuff stuck to his bow. He's got 2 swords. So that's pretty crazy. I mean, a ninja having swords, that is crazy. All right. Oh shit, what was that? What did this? Oh. His little arm thing fell off. These are pretty cool because just like Snake Eyes, they fold out and they become like a claw. They're pointy. I'll put it up here. So they pretty much got this. Well, there one is. He's got his scabbard, holding back piece, and the quiver for his arrows. Got the embroidered Cobra logo. Bunch of kunais on his belt. And they put plastic on a lot of stuff too. He's got like a nunchuck attached to his leg with a real chain. Just very freaking cool. And let's see if I can get his head out. So he's got his head and everything. He's looking through that like one weird, like clear eye. But what you can do. Oh, this one's sick. Those are the eyes. They're creepy as hell. You can move them around, and then his jaw even opens up, revealing like a speaker box inside, and super cool stuff. And you could take off the back piece of the helmet as well. And I'm impressed. So the little piece right there is actually see-through. So with this on, it does magnify the eyeball, which is sick. So I'm gonna have to get a good shot when I review it of the eye. It's like magnifying the eye in the little red part, and it just looks crazy. But I love these figures. So the other one, some of you might be like, wait, you said there's a third one. We got Storm Shadow, we got Snake Eyes. There was a super limited exclusive, and that is Duke. And I'm probably gonna try to get a hold of that somehow. Try to work something out. Maybe, I don't know, because it's a little pricier than these guys. But it's Duke with like this bomber jacket, and he has like a cybernetic like face. He almost looks like Handsome Jack if you ever played Borderlands. So it's like that type of face, and you take it off, and it's of course the skull and everything. But I want to get a hold of that because it just looks pretty cool. Let's see. Be Rivera said dope. 1,000 Toys, that's the one. And yes, I'm suffering from Stoner Brain, laugh out loud. The 112 Synthetic Human is by far my favorite fig in my collection. They're awesome. And again, like this guy goes for like 2 something right now. I basically saved like $100 off of finding him on eBay. And the picture that was up there, I just was like, it was a box. It was like the shipper and everything. And I'm like, or was it the shipper? It was something. And I messaged the seller. I was like, is it sealed? Does it come with the shipper? And then they responded, yeah, it's sealed, never been opened. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, done. Like there was no hesitation for that price savings on this guy. Just give you maybe an idea. I mean, he was cheaper than a Mezco, which I was like mind blown that I was able to pull that off. So I mean, that's pretty much the mail haul and haulage that I've had lately. It's sort of been piled up a little bit. There is one other. There's one other. I did get a legend. I got myself the X-Men Cyclops Age of Apocalypse wave. I do have that full wave that I'm gonna end up having. So uh yeah, so this is one of, and this box is super crispy. Um and I think I'm gonna be having to do a box swap with a buddy of mine that collects on card and is super OCD about crispiness of a package. But yeah, that's all. That's pretty much it. That's my mail haul. So yeah, it was a steal. That's why I couldn't pass it up. Like you guys, when it comes to eBay and stuff like that, just don't hesitate to ask questions. Also, if you see something on eBay that you're thinking about getting, you can always hit up people. If any of you guys are part of Plastic Cannibals, you can always hit up any of us, or hit me up and be like, hey, I see this. What do you think? You know, I do a lot of Macari purchases or eBay purchases if they're reasonable. A lot of my sideshow collectibles, believe it or not, my sideshow Joes I've got for about retail or less off of eBay. Just being able to find them. And sometimes I'll hit the people up and be like, "Hey, would you be willing to take this?" And sometimes they'll adjust the price and say, "Yeah," or they'll send me an offer of the price that I said I'd be willing to pay. So don't hesitate to ask people if they're willing to take less. Just don't be ridiculous about it and be like, "Hey, I'll give you $1 for $1,000 figure you have up there." I've been throwing all my boxes away. Yeah. I mean, I'm getting to that point too. Like I'm collecting like the GI Joe Cobra Island exclusive packages. Like I'm keeping those. My NECA I keep Mythic Legions, my Thousand Toy, a lot of the import stuff like Storm Collectibles, my Plunderling boxes because those things are freaking amazing. And if you guys haven't already, I'm going to tell you guys to definitely check it out. Big Bad Toy Store has a bunch of the Plunderlings, not all of them, but about I think like 5 of them, maybe 6 up in stock that you can get right now. And yeah, I actually have a couple things in my pile of loot ready to ship. I'm just waiting for some other things to come in. But yeah, if you guys have been wanting to check out Plunderlings and haven't been able to find them at a good price, definitely check them out. They're fun little creatures. I love them. I like the little cuteness and the factor that I can blend them in with almost anything. So look at me. I'm all like, buy Plunderlings. Go to blah 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 blah. I don't know. I like the company. I like what they're doing. I like the quality of their figures. I just can't I'm just being honest. Like I have a bunch of them and I enjoy them a lot. I think Judd even got a couple. You prefer ordering off of Macari? Yeah, eBay is a challenge. Macari sort of is. I wish I would have thought of Macari myself because what you do on Macari, where you can offer them pricing and stuff like that, is what I was already doing on eBay by hitting up the, the seller and being like, "Hey, would you take this?" Boxes for 20 to 30 hit my trash can. 15 up, I keep the boxes. That's a really good way of doing it. Definitely, unless it's like an exclusive box, right, Judd? But yep, I got the captains sitting in my pile of loot. Yeah, I got Ash. I got the He-Man Origins, I guess the modern Stinkor. I think it's Origins. And then I'm waiting for the Revelations Stinkor to come through. I'm not like a heavy He-Man fan, but I just Stinkor has a lot of nostalgia for me. That smell, which I hear is not caught in that figure. They changed the smell up, which sucks. Um, but I have the original over there. Thanks to Shoki Reviews for picking that up when he was out on like a vacation or something. He saw it and he was like, "You need it?" And I was like, "Heck yeah!" A loose, complete Stinkor hits that nostalgia right in there. Yeah, retail boxes go bye-bye. Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to keep the boxes. I mean, I'm getting to the point where it's like some of these boxes take up a lot of space. Like Mezco takes up space, like all the import stuff there. I mean, I might get to the point where I'm just gonna be like, forget it, I don't care, and just throw it all away. Like starting with like NECA, probably. Hey, that's what this room was. A lot of stacking up of piles of stuff that I need to review and stuff like that. Since I opened up Storm Shadow and stuff and the Batosai, I guess those are going to be some reviews I gotta get out of the way, get him all posed up with Snake Eyes or with. Actually, I'll probably put this Storm Shadow with the sideshow Storm Shadow. But yeah, it happens, man. You just stuff you start accumulating, you get a lot. Like that's why I'm trying to get this room sort of more how I want it. As you guys can see right behind me, I used to have two shelves of Transformers, but I reduced some and then combined them. So I just put them in a tote because I was like, what was it Power of the Prime Dinobots? I was like, they're cool, but I don't love them. And I had like Hound, um, some other ones, and I was just like, I just they're not. I got them because of the hype, because I was like, oh, they look cool, but right now I gotta prioritize how I set up my stuff. Because technically, this orange bookshelf will be replaced with the Detolf, and then I got to worry about lighting this whole stuff, and then I got to get this area organized as well because I got books that need to actually go on the bookshelf. So, but yeah, guys, I mean, it's been hour and 32 minutes of going live and just chit chatting. I thank you all for coming in and saying hey and chatting it up and sticking with me through this whole time and the struggles of opening up that figure. But I wish you guys the best luck hunting. I want you guys to keep on collecting. And honestly, I want you guys to have the great rest of your Sunday and you guys be safe out there.